Scary dynamic pricing via digital tags at grocery stores, Subway emergency meeting, and credit debt. Today, I read an article on foxbusiness.com written by Eric Ravel titled, "Grocery Stores Are Moving to Digital Price Tags. Are They Harming Consumers?" According to the author, Senator Bob Casey and Elizabeth Warren wrote a letter to Kroger CEO Rodney McMullen seeking further information to better understand the justification for and risks of electronic shelving. They warned that dynamic pricing allows corporations to price gouge and suddenly raise the cost of goods without warning. Large grocery chains such as Walmart and Kroger have claimed that dynamic pricing through ESLs benefits consumers by freeing up time for employees to assist customers. However, these devices also introduce the potential for grocery giants to abuse their power and surge grocery prices, raising prices suddenly and at times when certain products are in the highest demand. Here are my thoughts. It's certainly possible grocery chains and other stores could use dynamic pricing via these digital price tags to raise prices when there is demand. I imagine it could really happen. However, it's certainly possible grocery stores could also slash prices and have flash sales on items that they want to move. This could potentially benefit consumers. When I think of these digital price tags, it reminds me of Kohl's. I once went to Kohl's looking for a blender. I saw a digital price tag for a blender which made it appear that it had a great sale price. I looked it up online and it looked like it was just the regular price at several different stores. I decided not to buy the blender at Kohl's. The digital price tags and supposed sale price just felt a bit slimy to me. I ultimately bought a Vitamix directly from Vitamix so they could register my warranty. I will say it's a tough little machine. I can blend anything I put into it. Getting back to the article, I read some of the comments beneath it. I'll share some of them with you. One commenter said, "If Harris gets elected and institutes price controls, the empty shelves you saw during COVID will pale in comparison. From farmers to other producers of our food, they will simply produce less, adding to the scarcity of food. Look how oil producers manipulate how much oil is produced to control prices of gas. I saw and had to participate in the long lines at gas stations in the 1970s over oil embargoes." The next commenter said, "Wait till the item price is displayed on a device that has a camera and presents a price based on the particular customer's apparent affluence." The last comment that I'll share with you is pretty long, but I found it to be interesting. This commenter said, "Wendy's just talked about dynamic pricing and their sales dropped off. I wouldn't want to be the first grocer to implement dynamic pricing. Consumers will stop going there." I don't think it's a smart pricing plan, but I do see the labor reduction cost in using digital price tags. My question is, how do you stop theft from smart hackers that manipulate the price tags if dynamic pricing were to be involved with digital supermarket tags? The prices would have to be instantly updated in the checkout lanes, which means that there is a Wi-Fi signal that feeds to the data bank. A hacker could essentially walk out with free groceries and the store none the wiser. Plus, a customer that plans their weekly grocery shopping would never be able to budget for their food. This is all a bad idea. Well, my friends, the commenters certainly have some interesting thoughts. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. I read another interesting article today. This one was on foxbusiness.com, written by Aislinn Murphy, entitled, "Subway Denies Emergency Framing of Franchise Meeting." According to the author, Subway denied the Thursday meeting with North American franchisees was an emergency one. The author referenced the New York Post, which reported that Subway sought to meet with North American franchisees with intentions to go over initiatives to bring more customers into restaurants and other topics. Here are my thoughts. Regardless of how the meeting was framed, it is clear that fast food companies are struggling right now. It is also clear the consumer is having a hard time in this higher interest rate environment and during this period of high inflation, even though the Fed is supposedly winning the war on inflation. Many consumers don't have the discretionary income to buy as much fast food as they once did. Some consumers must be tapped out when it comes to credit, because I doubt everyone in the past was using cash to buy fast food. This leads me into the next story that I read today, which I thought was very interesting. I read this on foxbusiness.com, written by Eric Ravel, titled, "Americans' Household Debt Surged in Recent Years Amid Challenging Consumer Environment." The author of this article referenced a quarterly report published this month by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York on household credit and debt, which revealed that between the first quarter of 2021 and the second quarter of 2024, credit card debt surged 48.1%, while household debt, which includes mortgages and auto loans, rose by 21.6%. Ladies and gentlemen, let that sink in for a moment. 48.1% is no joke. Also, consider the fact that all of this debt is problematic, given how high interest rates are right now. I have to wonder how long some people with debt can hang on. Some are playing a dangerous game right now. Getting back to the article, the author said delinquency rates have grown as well. In the last 12 months, about 9.1% of credit card debt balances and 8% of auto loan balances moved into delinquency. These are the highest levels since early 2011 and the end of 2010, respectively. Well, my friends, this is terrible news. 2010 and 2011 were years when the country was still feeling the pain from the great financial crisis. Those were some dark times. The fact that we are hearing about data that is being compared to that era is concerning to me. All of this is happening during a time when the mainstream media tells us the economy is booming. What in the world is going to happen if and when we enter an ugly recession, or if and when we see a meaningful correction or crash in the stock market? What in the world is going to happen if and when we see unemployment spike further than it already has? I'll let you answer those questions in the comment section below. Here's another interesting article that I read. This one was on ZeroHedge.com, written by Tyler Durden, likely a pseudonym for writers at Zero Hedge, titled, "World's Top Steelmaker Warns of Harsh Winter Amid Growing Fears of 2008 or 2015 Style Downturn." According to the author, the world's biggest steel producer in China warned that the steel industry is plunging into a prolonged harsh winter. The chairman of the steel company said, "This downturn will be longer, colder, and more difficult to endure than expected." A general manager at the company said the current situation in the steel industry is more severe than the downturns of 2008 and 2015. Well, my friends, this information comes out of China, but it is still interesting. Never forget, we live in a global economy. What happens somewhere else could have implications here in America. What I find ironic is there was another reference to the dark period of the great financial crisis in this article, just like in the prior article. I'm starting to see a theme emerge among these articles. I have to wonder what is in store for the American economy and economies around the world in the years to come. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.